Summer Impact Reloaded was a disaster. When in the main event of the 2-on-2 battle between Murderland and Dark Life, Murder Mook Cow versus Briz Rothstein, they would go from having a battle rap event to having a Royal Rumble brawl. I remember watching this live and being like, the fuck is that? But everything about this brawl was unfortunate. I mean, it was the first time URL was back in New York after being gone a year after the whole strike card in New York. For this to be the first event back in New York for URL in over a year, and this happened, it's like,
God damn, dog. You almost had that motherfucker, man.
Also, during this time, this is Murder Mook's first time on a URL stage rapping since Summer Madness 2. Yes, from Summer Madness 2 to Summer Impact Reloaded was 7 years of him not rapping on that stage. That's insane. That's insane. And we only got to hear maybe 4 bars from him, and then the fight happened. And what's even more crazy is this event shouldn't have even happened. This main event should have occurred at the original Summer Impact event in North Carolina. But of course, the powers that be gave URL the big old Jazzy Jeff boot. Martin get to stepping and force URL to leave the North Carolina venue. And somehow, the person that got the worst of all of this was Tay-Rock. Somehow Tay-Rock became the villain in a fight he wasn't even involved in. And the worst thing that happened with all of this is Briz Rothstein never battled again. What would have happened if that fight, that brawl at the end of Summer Impact Reloaded never happened? How different would things have turned out for the battlers involved, for URL, for battle rap in general? What if? Do you believe in a parallel universe? I do. I feel, after watching just the first rounds, that Murderland would have got the monkey asses whooped. It would have been a whooping up there. Dark Life would have won this battle clear as day, and it would have raised the stock of both T-Top and Briz. Which leads me to the next event by URL.
I done battled all y'all niggas. At that battle, you won't battle.
I'm gonna sit you down. You can't battle nobody after this.
Bro.
You can't battle nobody after this.
How many niggas
can't battle nobody after this? I'm gonna sit you down. I'm gonna be the one, bro. That's a promise. I'm gonna be the one.
So I said, grab you by your neck. You get another cut and another cut. It look like the seatbelt won't work in them time. Buckle up. Boy! 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 I'm not playing. Stomach shot. That's for anybody small intestine. Fuck you up in front of your niggas like, this is your king? What? 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 One? Oh, this nigga is dead.
Y'all think he tough? Cause he said I'll pull my hood off? Cool, that's all. I'll be more impressed if you live after it. Let's see if you can pull that off for my bang.
I take a razor, cut through his bone till I break his finger, run his head through a wall, look like I'm doing a Kamehameha. What? 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 Come on, man, y'all know who the fuck I am.
I'm on the rise. You on the decline. It's a different type of
Decline.
Oh, facts! I doubt that! I doubt that! I doubt
My evil way.
Tay-Rock versus New Jersey Twerk. I feel like that's a battle that was supposed to happen during 2018, 2019. That never happened, and I think a lot of people thought that was going to happen at Gnome 9 in Houston that year, but for whatever reason, didn't happen. But I think it happens here. Tay-Rock versus Twerk happens, and I think they have the classic battle like they had on the Drake card, which would be 2 years later. So I think Tay-Rock versus Twerk happens here, and they have a classic battle. Meanwhile, if Twerk faces Rock, what happens with Calico? Like I said, Calico stock, even though it's a 2-on-2, kind of gets a little bit lower, like by a centimeter, and I think Cal would want to get his lick back by going against one of the team members in Dark Life, which would have been Cal versus T-Top. About that, we were supposed to get at Smack Volume 6, but something went down and for some reason never got rescheduled. But I think the natural course of time would have had Calico versus T-Top here in Philadelphia to where both guys could talk to each other, talk that street life, and I think it would have been a dope battle that could have went either way. I think would have been something that would have been needed for the culture. I think someone was missing from this card.
Rock, abrasive, respected veteran, faces a newly crowned rising star. Although they are from different coasts, their worlds are similar. They've seen and faced some of the same obstacles.
Total 6, man. Lockdown. We in Philly. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? On Smack. I told people that I was retiring, man, but you know, they called my phone, man. You know what I'm saying? So they had a little problem, you feel me? Somebody needed me to holler at, man. You know what I'm saying?
He get a flat line. That's on the game, bitch. Your mama keep asking me what the casket size. I told her wavelength.
Yes, Briz Rawsteen versus Geechee Gotti in Philadelphia. Briz is home, away from home. Yes, we get Briz versus Geechee Gotti. Use a bitch versus, I don't know, Gotti. By pros Gotti. Slow likely. Pole sprightly. Yeah, this is why I'm not a bad rapper, y'all. I didn't know how to finish that bar. But anyway, I expect Geechee Gotti versus Briz Rawsteen to be a war. You got the best of the best of the best, sir, with honors going toe-to-toe to prove who is the best of their class. Briz from the old class, Geechee from the new class, Geechee who is on his champion run, who is the reigning defending champion of the year. Briz ain't liking none of that and wants to prove that his class is the best class. And so how do you prove it? By seeing who's the best, by getting in the ring and trying to beat the hell out of each other. Now, Geechee Gotti, in my opinion, is definitely one of the best during this time, as he is kind of still now. However, Geechee Gotti couldn't beat a Tay-Rock who had all kinds of things on his jacket at the time and was a villain and was one of the most hated battlers at this particular time in the fall of 2019. Yet, in my opinion, he couldn't beat Tay-Rock. I don't think he's going to beat Briz. As Briz, in my opinion, is just going to be a little bit more electrifying, a little bit more of a performer, and especially in Philadelphia, to where, again, this is Briz's home, away from home, might get a little bit of that home cooking, and he's going to be smart enough not to go at Cassidy. So at this particular point, I definitely expect Briz to beat Geechee Gotti here at Lockdown in Philadelphia. like when Team 3D defeated Beer Money for the TNA World Tag Team titles. And as I'm saying this, y'all probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but hey, because the wrestling god that I am, I had to just give you a reference for those that are wrestling fans. So with that being said, for Briz Rawstein, who's next?
Who has been with URL since the Juggernaut's inception, who plays by the same rules with a profile that is growing rapidly. Find out what happens when they meet.
Hold up, I'm dangerous, nigga. Fruity Loops, he'll get a kick in his hat. Toy Soldier, the general, I have a chip in his back. I'm different with straps, shoelace, slipped in the Mac. Got dollar on the string. Whoops, you gotta be quicker than that.
K-Shine versus Briz Rawstein on Genesis, the first ever caffeine event for URL. Definitely a way better matchup than K-Shine versus Charlie Clips, which is a match that nobody cared for or asked for, and it proved to be a Big Sean radio single ass. But we get here, like I said, the battle of the performers. K-Shine versus Briz Rawstein. Both have this energy, this synergy, this aura about them. Both do not want to lose. K-Shine, who is still on his champion run and has not taken a clear loss since like 2017. So Briz has a tall order on his hands, even though K-Shine is not that tall. But you understand what I'm trying to say. But you also have Briz, who always brings his A game, gives it 100%, no matter where he is at, no matter who he is facing. So at the end of the day, who wins? Well, in my opinion, this is very tough to call because K-Shine, I believe, was slowly declining, but I still feel like depending on his opponent, he turns up. And you know Briz gonna turn up because he gonna turn up like a bad ex at your house. He's definitely gonna turn up. So at this particular point, I find it difficult to really determine who's gonna win. But gun to my head, right as we speak, I gotta go Shine. I feel like Shine he has that type of flow, the momentum, like the AMG mode before AMG mode. But it's not going to be a body. It's not even going to be a gentleman's 30. I think he just finds a way to slightly edge 2 out of the 3 rounds in this battle to continue his dominant performances of the past 2 to 3 years. Meanwhile, Briz doesn't lose nothing. Briz is still one of the best. But I feel like this would have been a proper match to have at the very first caffeine event and probably be the only good battle on this entire card. Now, by this point, we all know what happened in 2020. No need to really talk about it, as I still, it still haunts me to this day when I see a mask. It haunts me. But, however, there was an innovative new concept of how to present battle rap in 2020, specifically in the summer of 2020. And that is where we see Briz Rawstein next.
Consistency, lyricism, and a powerful performance. His rise through the rankings has been hard fought.
You on stage screaming parallel on the same nights you and your wife should be beside each other.
Yes, Mike P versus Briz Rawstein, a feud that has been damn near 4 years in the making, has been tried to be set up time and time again, but for some reason always fell through. Well, now we get it to where this is a blood feud. You don't need a crowd. You don't need no entourage. All you need is it to be mano y mano, or as they say in Spanish, uno on uno. Somebody get my verse and ask her how you say on in Spanish. I don't know. Hide my verse in case somehow she she hears this. But we get this grudge match of Mike P versus Briz Rawsteen. They have been wanting to say stuff and bars to each other for years. We get it here, just like how B-Dot and Saga was. I feel like this will be a classic, a battle of the year contender. I feel like it would have been best to do this right after Gnome when Mike P bodied Saga. Instead of Mike P doing the tournament, which I still feel like was one of the dumbest moves Mike P has ever done, he instead goes after a battle that he's been wanting for years versus one of the best in Briz Rawsteen. And it is this match to where I do feel that Briz gets the best of Mike P. As great as Mike P is, I still feel like there are times where Mike P has a hard time beating those top tier talents, people that have more star power than him. He could beat people that are at his level or below, but when it's time to beat those top tier talents, he has a difficult time with that. So I think this will be no different, even though it is a grudge match, a rivalry. I feel like Briz on that rooftop with the camera spinning around, the sun in the background, I feel like Briz will be in his element and bark on Mike P and defeat Mike P on that rooftop, where Briz will treat Mike P like Bishop from Juice, as the battle rap world all turns to him and says, "You got the juice now, kid."
URL presents Summer Madness 10. It all goes down Saturday, September the 19th, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live and for free on Caffeine.
I just want to let him know, don't fuck with me. Don't play. Don't call me out when you're not ready no more. Just do your thing. Just stay where it's safe at.
I mean, you could come around the bear trap, but you better not put a leg in it. While you was praying to them dead niggas, I was moving on tight breaks. While you was looking for your Nubian queen, I was trying to find that white bitch. So nigga preach. Nigga preach. Nigga preach.
Hold on, Soda. Fans wanted the old murder. The do-rag lace, sag the cape, straight old murder. Well, y'all naked eyes gonna have to bear witness to his whole murder. Nigga, easy. You attach yourself to Murder Mook. Niggas know when it's time to really sell something in battle rap, Murder Mook is the biggest draw. Bottom line.
Yeah, you're supposed to keep them entertained to know what you're saying, but when I go, nothing you said matters, bro.
Self-checkout like hotels after a long stay. Self-checkout like doctor visits on an off day. Self-checkout like Tech 9 before the court day.
Niggas come from inner earth to see me battle. Niggas come from inner earth. Niggas come from outer space to watch me battle.
Be in the dot, okay. Look at his face. He thinking why me in the shot. I dare you. Try to rob me in the spot. Okay. You turn him Pac-Man. All he starts seeing is dot. Down on his head, down on his heart, down on his leg, down on his kick, down on his dick, down on his dick, down on his
Yes, Murder Mook versus T-Top, Summer Madness 10. Yes, a match that allegedly was supposed to happen at Smack Volume 2, but for some reason never went down. Mook versus T-Top makes all in the sense in the world. Both guys are great at angling. Both guys are great at breaking their opponent down. Both guys talk that street talk. I think this would have been the perfect matchup at this time of Murder Mook versus T-Top. And the winner of that match, I think, would have been Mook. I think Mook would have broke down T-Top, selling crack to his mom's, all this, like how, and I wish I still had my mom. Like he would have went into that bag of this how you treat your mom? Well, this how I treated my mom. And I think that would have broke the warehouse caffeine building and would have got Murder Mook the slight edge in that battle. But that's the main event of Summer Madness 10.
I built this lane. Wasn't no lane for this. It was conceded doing punchlines. It was goods with the swag and the sarcasm. It was DNA freestyling. It was K-Shine with aggressiveness. It was Mook scheming. I made this 12-12 skinny work. I escaped 4 raids and 3 indictments. I told niggas about the 38-38.
Yes, T-Rex versus Briz Rawstein, Summer Madness 10. And you know why? Because it's a Dot Mob Summer Madness. You already have Mook on the card. You got Shine on the card. You know damn well Rex is going to find his way on the card. That's just how it is. That's how it always be. That's how it always be. I never change. This is always me. Shout out to Hove, nigga. I'm like, I know that line from somewhere. I never change. I never change. Shout out to Hove, man. Kanye to the... Oh my God, early 2000s, chopping soul, chopping samples, Kanye was different. Okay, let me stay focused. Briz Rawstein versus T-Rex, Summer Madness 10. I don't think it's any secret what's going to happen here. T-Rex can do all the hat slams he wants. He has nothing for Briz Rawstein in that caffeine room, no crowd. Briz Rawstein just going crazy. I don't think he has anything for that type of pressure, man. I just don't. Not in 2020. Rex, nah, not in 2020. So yeah, I feel like this is going to be a clear win. I would damn near say a body to body. I would say damn near a body. That's how I call it. Come on, 2020 Rex. Come on, we gotta be honest here. You lost to Reed Dollars, nigga. 2018. How you lose to Reed Dollars in 2018? Nigga? Like, how you do that? So yeah, he might have a round. Okay, no. Rex might have a round. He always has a great first round. So you know what? I'll give him the first round. As you know, Rex always finds a way to get the first round. The next two though is gonna get dark. And you know why? Because it's from Dark Side, nigga. Yeah, I got Rex losing to Briz, Summer Madness 10. And if you didn't hear me, turn your volume up.
I am too cold. This is all night. Translation, we in VA. I shoot this nigga at the Wawa. Drive by. Drop it.
Greetings.
Danny Myers, Briz Rawstein, a battle damn near almost 2 years in the making when Danny Myers called out Briz at Smack Volume 4. Well, we're gonna see who's gonna get smacked around here in this battle of the aggression, battle of the overperformance, battle of the yelling. Oh my God, we might need to turn the volume down now that I think about it. But it's going to be Danny Myers versus Briz on Sesame Street. But even though I don't care for the setting, doesn't matter. All I care about is the bars, and I expect both to bring their A game. However, Danny Myers has problems with people who have bigger aura and star power, and I think that's going to happen here to where Briz overpowers Danny. Danny can do all the yikes and the freestyles that he wants. Ain't gonna be enough for Briz and Briz's performance and Briz's aggression and style. And I expect Briz to win here on Smack Volume 6 on Sesame Street in front of Snuffleupagus, Big Bird, and Oscar the Grouch and all that, and Elmo too.
Two of the sport's top competitors reached out
and insisted on competing on this mega card, even after all of the matchups were announced.
Whatever you expect is gonna happen, it's gonna go probably completely the other way. And while you're watching it, you're not gonna know how to describe what you're watching.
You the figure of Figueroa, I figure you weak. Be too disfigured to speak, now you a figure of speech. He the best, I ain't worried about that. So what if he the GOAT? My people make curry out that. Hurry out back. Woo! Yeah!
Yes, Gnome 11, Real Sick versus Briz Rawsteen. Real Sick, who has built up his name through the tournament last year in Ultimate Madness. One of the greatest lyricists, old school style, yet almost, it's like an old school style, yet a new school style. Doesn't know how to do it, but he's one of the best when it comes to these bars. And he's gonna go up against Briz Rawsteen on his first ever Gnome. And it is here to where I believe Briz will have his toughest bout yet. And I feel like Real Sick was on a mission during this time, and he's gonna actually edge Briz Rawsteen 2 out of 3 rounds. I truly feel that way. Real Sick is hungry. Clearly, he is hungry. He is determined. And even though Briz will give his all, I just think Real Sick would just be on a different type of mission at this current time and will defeat Briz in a very close battle. But win, lose, or draw, I do expect this battle to be a classic and to make headlines. They know, they know, they know. Speaking of Drake.
This is Till Death Do Us Part.
I'm literally the fucking best in the world. Only person to ever beat me is me. That's my fault. Took my talent for granted. Wasn't looking at my potential. God put me in position, man. After my accident, I have to ask myself, if I died today, what would my legacy be? I'm thankful for this next chapter. Got that call, man. I said, that nigga nice. And he ain't me.
That's a warning. Something wrong under the hood. Check engine light. I'm a
Drake? Yeah, I'm strapped in. I'll clap it in Coma Madness. I can stop it in a moment. A battle that people have been wanting for the longest. A battle of the performers. The battle of the electrifying haymakers. Briz Rawsteen, New Jersey Twerk, Drake card in Cali. Oh my God. And because Twerk already faced Rock, he needs an opponent for the Drake card, and we all know Drake loves him some New Jersey Twerk. So it only makes sense to finally do a battle that people have been wanting to see for years. New Jersey Twerk versus Briz Rawsteen, and I feel like this would have been a classic and a battle that I really can't call it 2-1 either way, man. I really feel that way. Briz and New Jersey Twerk, oh my God. Oh my God, especially if Twerk is on his A game. Jeez Louise. Following this, Briz is like, I ain't taking no mid tiers, no low tiers. I ain't giving out no shots. I want to keep this momentum and face top tier talent. Well, Briz gets what he asks for.
It's game 7. It's the fourth quarter, and the score is tied. It ain't no fucking excuses. You think if LeBron, he missed that last shot, he got to be like, well, I got 3 people on me. No, you dig what I'm saying? Like, yo, we gotta, like, they gotta come outside, man. Once they come outside, we can prove we belong here. And so far, I think we proved it.
You know why we different? Some of the struggle stories I say, I put myself in. Mood rings and mood swings. I changed with it. You know when I start getting body after bodies? When the coach starts shifting, I did.
I
nigga to none of these niggas, you hear me? None of these niggas. Niggas better tighten up. Come outside.
I don't know ice, but I approach ice. Slow light, new blade, all night. Go left, I go right. 4-5, oh my. High beams, low light. This nigga is dead.
I come over here trying to talk this shit with me either. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna respect his money. He's gonna have to respect mine. But for my fans that been rocking day one or since the raw authentic, you know what I mean, process began. Yeah, man, we back.
I done sold the white boys who hated me, but I had to get my paper up. When I ain't have it, meth labs, I created stuff. Cops was looking for suspicious activity, so I started waking up. Put a Confederate flag in front of my trap house and I ain't get raided once.
For beating you, little bitch, I won't even receive no strides. It's a battle I don't need or like, and I ain't gonna play with them.
Like this is one of them ones, man. Briz Rothstein, Easy, both can talk that street talk, both can talk that violence, both can talk just what niggas want to hear. Knives, knives, swords, all kinds of stuff. How can you kill your opponent? We want to hear it all. And this is where I think Easy gets the best of Briz. Briz, who has been on a phenomenal run, I think he would have only maybe taken one clear loss in like the past 3 years. And Easy just is his time. He's in his town. First time off of URL. He gets that YouTube drop that he's been wanting so long. He has everything to prove. Chip on his shoulder, and he just wants some more. And I think it's here to where Briz does get somewhat close of a clear loss on his resume, and it's here to where Briz decides to hang him up and to walk off in the sunset. That's how I feel what would have happened if the fight, the brawl at Summer Impact would have never happened. But let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, share all things on the things. Do you believe in a parallel universe? I do. Barrett, hold it down is what I do. Me.